we're not planning on going to beach for a long time.
Jessica Galley and her family, along with another family, went to Birds Hill Park Beach on Monday of the August long weekend. What was supposed to be a day of enjoyment quickly ended up being the opposite. Galley says her husband and daughter became extremely sick, but it was her 9-month-old son who got it the worst.
He wouldn't keep anything down. I called Health Links and everything, and they said to try, just spoon feeding him Pedialyte at that point, and he wasn't even keeping that down, so that's when we ended up going to emergency.
Bree Bercheski and her family went camping at Birds Hill this past weekend. She has 6 kids, and all of them swam in the water at the park, but she is concerned about one of her daughters who has developed major swelling.
She can't open her right eye at all. She's saying her eye is burning. Her whole right side of her face is swollen 10 times the side of the other. And plus her right side it looks like hives on it.
As we were speaking to Bercheski, she was on her way with her daughter to Winnipeg's Children's Hospital. Much can be said for Lindsay Goldstein and her family. They went to Birds Hill, swam, and then alleges immediately after, she says her son too became extremely ill.
I ended up taking him to the hospital because I didn't know what was going on, and he was passing out. He was having a hard time staying awake. So he ended up spiking a fever later that day and then vomiting. When I did take him to the hospital, the doctors there had mentioned that, it was sort of interesting that I had mentioned that we had been at Birds Hill Park because they had seen a number of children coming in recently with similar symptoms.
The families we spoke to have similar stories and outcomes. They allegedly went swimming at Birds Hill Park. They got sick, which included diarrhea, vomiting, and fever. Dr. Kevin Coombs, professor of medical microbiology at the University of Manitoba, says all these symptoms are consistent with norovirus.
If numerous people are experiencing a mixture of diarrhea, fever, and also face swelling, that seems a bit unusual. If most of the people who are being afflicted are children, it could represent the fact that one of these viruses has those effects in children, and we just haven't learned that much about it yet.
A spokesperson from the Winnipeg Regional Health Authority cannot confirm at this time whether or not there has been a spike of patients in hospitals related to incidents at Birds Hill Park. We reached out to the province for comment. A statement reads, if there were significant health concerns, the signage would be different and the beach could be closed. At this time, that step has not been taken.
It seems to be some kind of issue with the water, so they should really be doing something.
In Winnipeg, Alex, Karpa City News.